And the marker on that is creatine kinase. Creatine kinase tells us that the body is not clearing out the metabolic waste product of exercise.
With his cells unable to break down the metabolic waste product, ATP, Joe's creatine kinase levels were alarmingly high.
At that time, my level was up to over 1,000, which normal is 200.
Baer had treated other patients with IBM and believed he could help Joe, while Joe's physicians told him to prepare for the worst.
The doctors are going to tell you that your muscles are not going to be able to heal or grow anymore. A part of any type of exercise is you tear a muscle down, and then your body says, let's build this muscle back stronger. So in simple terms, he would tear muscle down, but he had no way of building muscle back.
You know, your immune system fights disease in your body when you're sick. Well, myositis, after your immune system helps you fight whatever sickness you have, it doesn't stop, it just continues. So it has nothing to fight, so it picks on your muscles.
When I saw him, I do an intake, I learn as much as I can, I'm listening for things that could have caused this. Again, I was thinking maybe chemical exposure, maybe metal exposure. He'd been a fireman, he'd probably been in a lot of buildings, maybe asbestos, all these things, so I can try to find something that we can start to work on to get his cells to function more properly.
Suspecting Joe had heavy toxic exposure as a firefighter, Baer had him use special pads designed to draw toxins out of his body.
Every night when I went to bed, I had to put a patch underneath my foot because supposedly that draws all the toxins out through your feet and your body. And every morning I would get up and I'd take this patch off and it'd be black as coal. And he says, that's good because those are all toxins coming out of your body. He wants to clean the inside.
Our basic premise is that yes, he had this IBM, but the IBM was coming because his body was toxic. His body was full of these chemicals. And that gives us hope, because if you find out what's causing it, and you find a way to reduce the chemical load in his body, maybe we can reverse the IBM. And that was our whole vision, that was our whole goal.
Joe was given a regimen of herbs, homeopathic medicines, and nutritional supplements to detoxify and bolster his body.
After approximately 4 to 6 months of doing some homeopathics, cleansing, getting him drinking his water, he's doing more exercise, we had reached a certain level, a certain plateau with Joe, but we hadn't been able to break through to the next level.
To achieve the elusive breakthrough with Joe, Baer suggested a daring and highly unconventional new form of treatment.
We did a treatment with stem cells that were duct cells.
Fearing the relentless progression of inclusion body myositis might leave him an invalid, and knowing standard medicine offered no cure and no standard course of treatment, Joe Ferrara eagerly embraced a wide range of alternative therapies, the most unconventional of which included a treatment with non-human stem cells.
Stem cells are amazingly versatile in that they can replicate and heal and create any cell in your body. Stem cells have one of the greatest potentials for our health in the future.
With the use of human stem cells restricted, Baer turned to stem cells derived from ducks.
The source for ours was duck eggs, and actually, if you consider the duck egg, the round egg, there's actually a little spot when it's fertilized, and then there's a little zygote connects it to the wall, and that is very, very rich in this type of a stem cell. The duck's immune system is one of the most amazing immune systems in the world. I mean, ducks are amazing in that they don't get certain diseases, et cetera, et cetera. You can inject certain disease into them, they won't get that disease. They have a very, very efficient immune system. The duck genetically is very, very similar to us. In fact, there's a marker on the end of everyone's chromosome called telomerase. And their telomerase is almost a perfect marker for our telomerase.
The treatment with duck stem cells had a dramatic and measurable effect on Joe's cellular function.
We saw his creatine kinase drop from 1,026 to 237. That is virtually impossible. There's no medication that will do that. I saw some improvements with the homeopathic and herbs, but I hadn't seen that level of change as when we did this type of a stem cell.
My levels were just coming down, 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 and down. I mean, we had it to a point that they were down to 1.25. 125, which is fantastic.
He said he felt good doing it. I guess his numbers were great when he did it. So my answer is do it.
Joe's doctors had expected he'd need ongoing IV treatments with immunoglobulin every 3 months.
After the stem cell treatment, I didn't go for another IV treatment until a year later. I went the whole year, which just blew their minds. They were amazed at it.
The change in Joe's health after receiving stem cells was profound.
Bear Walker made Joe a different person. He really did.
And I was feeling good. I was really feeling good. And everybody kept saying it, you know. I mean, they couldn't believe I was sick. Naturally, this disease don't show on the outside, but yet, you know, I mean, I was gaining weight, everything. I was feeling really good.
Bear Walker believes the duck stem cells caused Joe's own cells to communicate more effectively.
Cell-to-cell communication is one of the key things for the body to be able to get rid of this metabolic waste product, creatine kinase. And so with the stem cell, he improved his abilities for one cell to tell the other cell what's going on so they could properly work together to clear out of this toxicity.
Joe Ferrara also sought out other alternative therapies.
I wanted to hit this thing from all angles. I believe in chiropractors. I went to the chiropractor. He made sure my lower back was straightened out. It was straight, the stress was off of it.
Because of his disease and his weakness in his legs, we saw him walking improperly. He's shuffling, dragging his leg, and with that, he's going to throw things off in his spine. And that's where we came in to try to, you know, balance that for him.
Joe found great relief in chiropractics.
I don't think I would have been able to do what I'm doing today if I didn't go to a chiropractor.
It's been wonderful to treat him and get him better to the extent that we have.
Joe also has regular acupuncture treatments.
When Joe first came to us, he could hardly walk. Since then, his muscles are indeed getting stronger. If he's feeling any discomfort in his legs, we're definitely going to do some points there. I believe a holistic perspective is great for him.
When I get out of there, I feel relief, I feel relaxed, I feel good.
Acupuncture is just great. It's great for relaxation. It's great for stimulating your system. You put that with Bear Walker. Those things in conjunction with each other really work well for him.
I got nothing to lose. I'm gonna hit this thing from all sides. Hopefully what I'm doing is gonna help other people who have it. It's hard to tell a person you have this because you tripped and fell. It may not be myositis. That may not be a sign. Because my legs were weak going up the steps doesn't mean you have myositis because you have problems going up the steps. But if you do have those things, have it checked.
Joe is doing well. He's doing his exercise. He's doing everything. So I have a lot of faith in that with him. And he's not going to give up.
The more active I am, or anybody else who has this, the better they are.
Today, Joe is feeling well. He's enjoying activities he once thought were lost. He's once again playing golf. He's able to travel to California and play catch with his grandson. And he gets down to the firehouse to hang out with old friends.
They give me a lot of support when I go down there.
You know, when you're a fireman, that's like your home. And the guys love him. And they're so grateful and happy for him to see him doing so good.
Throughout his battle, Joe's had the support of family, friends, and gifted healers.
He has a fabulous support group around him. You know, it's the environment, it's the community that's in part of his life that was also, I think, very integral to his healing. And the other part of this you can't even calibrate with any kind of computer or any kind of medical device of any kind is his will. He's got a powerful will.